episode 3.
Welcome to He Said, She Said, a relationship podcast. I'm Sarah.
Luke here.
We have some dramatic pauses this evening. This is episode 21, and we like to talk about parenting, family, relationships, other topics as they pop up. And sometimes we give advice to listeners like you.
Being a 30-something.
Yeah. So find us, email us, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram.
How would one do that?
You don't have to ask. You do that every time. It's okay. Our email is he said, she said, PC for podcast @gmail.com. Our Instagram is he said, she said, PC. And on Facebook, we are he said, she said podcast. Like I said, this is episode 21. We are legal to drink as a podcast, which is good because we often drink as we podcast. Luke's taking pictures.
Do me a favor.
I don't like when he takes pictures.
This will be funny.
No.
No.
This isn't good podcasting.
Flip off the camera.
No.
Trust me.
No.
It's for Sean.
Oh, hi. So, Luke has another podcast with his BFF, Sean, and he gets so jealous.
You guys get jealous of each other.
I don't get jealous. I wanted to have him on ours, and you don't want to, and I want to have...
No.
I want to be on yours.
No.
You
did not say you want to have him on ours. You said you wanted to come on ours.
I didn't tell you that? I must have thought it and forgot to tell you. He can come on ours. I don't care.
The only thing you said was, I should be on your podcast when he was coming out now. And I was like, I got to run that by him first. Like,
well, would he let me be on Two Dudes if he gets to come here? Would
I'll run it by him.
I meant to throw that out there. Anyway, this is real quality business here. Yeah, we were taking yet another break because we may transition into a once every 2 weeks podcast. We might stop promising we're going to be there the next week because I feel like our cadence...
I like doing it every week. It's the summertime.
We're very busy people. I'm sorry. And this ain't paying the bills yet, so...
Right.
We have seen a spike. Yeah.
With past couple episodes, we've gotten ourselves a spike.
So
and
thanks.
Hit another record download number. So, thank you, everyone. Now, we would like to invite you all to join a very special club. It's called the He Said, She Said High Fives for Spreading the Word Club. Now, here's what you have to do. It's super easy. What you got to do is find 2 friends and tell those 2 friends, hey, I found this podcast. And they're real people and they try to be funny and they have real problems. And sometimes they just bitch for an hour. So... But fun.
It makes me feel better about my life because they're just so shitty sometimes.
Right.
If nothing else.
So you tell those 2 friends, but then play this part for them and have them tell 2 friends so they can exponentially become more. Now, here's what you get for joining the He Said, She Said high five telling people about shit club. You get our genuine thanks and admiration. And then if we ever start making money... you will get a higher quality podcast. Yeah,
and we might even do giveaways and such.
I would actually love to get sponsors that do relationship or parenting related giveaways.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I would like to do with this podcast in the future.
That would be amazing.
I should really write a business plan.
You should.
Add
it to the list.
Yeah.
Our to-do list, our never-ending to-do list. So,
do-do list.
Let's kick this off. What did you call it? The do-do list? Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with how was your week, honey? Who gets to go first, though? I'm going to go first because you keep checking your phone.
No, I was seeing what Sean's response is.
Do we need to put it in the other room? I'll put mine in the other room, too.
I'm not 11.
Well,
it's muted now. It was to do with the picture I sent Sean.
Okay.
It was podcast related.
What did he say? You have to share with the rest of the class.
It wasn't really funny.
Oh, we made Sean sad. Sorry, Sean. If you listened, you'd hear my apology, but you don't. So, ha ha ha.
Maybe his wife does.
Hi, Marlena. Anyway, ask Sean to show you the hilarious photo Luke sent.
I'm waiting for one time where Sean goes, and you motherfucker, I have to tell you something. And I'll be like, what? And he goes, well, my wife was listening to your goddamn podcast and had to bring up advice that you guys gave. And I'm going to be like, sucker.
So anyway, I'm going to go first about my week.
How was your week?
I had it feels like 2 weeks because of the long 4th of July weekend. It was just very long. But it was really fun. I got to go to a boy band, I can't say it without laughing, a boy band cover band show at a local amphitheater. My good friend Jen drugged me along. And oh, was it hilarious. I had such a good time because it was so ridiculous. I could tell these young men did not warm up their vocal cords. The first 2 songs, I was like, people pay to watch them. Granted, it was a $5 ticket, but still. But by like the 3rd or 4th song, they really started harmonizing and sounding like they actually knew what they were doing. I'm pretty sure they were all drunk, which...
Wouldn't you be?
I mean, that's what I thought too. But we had such a fun time. It was really sticky, and then it started storming right when we left, and we drove around like teenagers and ran into...
Did you guys bump your Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys and NSYNCs and 98
we
Degrees?
We listened to a little bit.
And that one British one that's popular for like a week.
The Dudes? There were British Dudes? Oasis?
No. That was a boy band.
Oh, I don't remember them.
It was called like Turn Right or something. Like, they always had... Yeah.
They sang... At the show, they sang the song from the fake boy band that was created for an MTV show in the early 2000s.
That show was actually funny. The one that had Chris Farley's brother in it.
You plus me equals us. That I know my calculus. That one. I was like, why do I know the words to this song? It was very fun, though. So that was really great. And then we had our never-ending long weekend, which this ties into a topic we're going to talk about later.
We'll come back to the weekend.
My one other main bit of funny from this week is something we've talked about a little bit in the past. Those parenting or mom stereotypes, I'm slowly checking them all off of this hypothetical list. This week's was Stinky Car stench. Right. Mystery Stinky Car stench.
And you have a theory, but
I do.
We're still not entirely sure.
So it's a twofold, actually. A few weeks ago, I was like, what does that stink? Did she poop? She didn't poop. There was a liquefied graham cracker goldfish cracker in her cup holder, and I was like, oh, that's it. It smells awful. So then I got that cleaned up, and it was fine again. Well, then, what day was that?
Me, sorry.
When was that? It was, I don't know. It was sometime over the long weekend.
Yeah.
We had driven, it was after Saturday, because that's when the sippy ended up with juice in it, diluted apple juice. We have these straw sippies, and if they fall on their side, they're not spill-proof. Just disclaimer for anyone.
Something just dawned on me, by the way. So
okay,
keep going.
Disclaimer for anyone who uses the Tommy Tippy brand double-walled insulated straw sippies. If they sit on their side for too long, they slowly leak over time. But this one sat on its side next to the car seat. I couldn't see it clearly for a couple days, and I'm like, why is it stinking here again? And I finally figured it out. And oh my God, it smelled like holy hell.
Sydney was trying to make wine.
It was so. I think it's the high fructose corn syrup, though.
She was like it would be the sugar that would turn into alcohol.
It just didn't smell. It didn't smell like wine.
What? Well, because it wasn't done yet.
It was so gross.
Well, and she was doing craft brew, where she's like, little apple juice, a little bit of water, sprinkle in some graham cracker, little bear things, and.
So here's a pro tip, though. The stench is gone. We had to remove her car seat because it had seeped underneath where the car seat sat. And I did a 50-50 water vinegar solution in a spray bottle and sprayed it on there multiple times and left all the windows down in the car, and the smell is completely gone.
It does. Now, this is speaking from a person, me. I absolutely hate the smell of vinegar. It's awful. When I got in when it was being cleaned, I was like, ugh, I almost prefer the gross smell.
No.
But after it was done and dried out and stuff, it smells wonderful in there now.
I had to drive all the way to my sister-in-law's. That's 30 minutes away with that stench. So I took the air freshener from around my mirror and was huffing it the entire time because I have a very sensitive nose, and it was kind of starting to make me gag and my eyes were burning. It was pretty bad. So, yeah, stinky, random, mystery car smell, check that off. And also new rule of only water in the car.
Yeah.
Going forward. We don't give her juice very often, and milk never goes in the car.
So I had another theory.
Okay, what's your other theory?
Along with what happened before, it just, like, literally, like, 5 minutes ago, just dawned on me. Remember when you were like, oh, she's totally asleep or whatever? And then I looked back, I was like, oh, hey, her cup tipped over. Mm-hmm. But her cup had tipped, like, so it was probably dripping juice out of the straw into the front. Mm-hmm. And I'll bet a lot of that juice seeped into the seat and a lot of that. And with the heat and stuff. Yeah, we developed some sort of something. It's water only in the car.
And I don't even think it stained very badly, so that's good too.
No, it was more just a smell.
So.
It was disgusting.
It was so gross.
I smelled worse.
Vinegar and water in a spray bottle. It's living in the car now for future stenches.
As the bacteria was living.
Ew. So how was your week?
What do you think it was? I gotta admit, I'm kind of exhausted. So we took last week off of podcasting because the 4th of July weekend just got away from us. I'm going to try to do like a good thing, bad thing sandwich. So
good thing, bad thing, good thing.
All right, we'll figure it out.
That's a sandwich.
Yes.
Okay.
So good thing. My week last week went really fast. I got a lot of work done and stuff, and I started a new audiobook that has just been wonderful. Ready Player One for any of you nerds out there.
For my Middletown folk.
Oh, yeah.
The writer is from... Did you say they're from Middletown or from Ohio?
No, he's from Ashland, Ohio. I don't know where he grew up, but in the book... So, quick synopsis. Quick. Okay.
30 seconds.
There's like a technological billionaire who... Him and a buddy created like a virtual reality world, and it kind of takes over, and it's like huge, massive. Like everybody has an account, and he's kind of like... I can't remember the word. Very charitable. So an account only costs 25 cents. So everybody's on it. Like public school, or there's schools on it and things. So anyway, he dies, and his will is he left clues to an Easter egg are you timing me?
Yes.
In this virtual world, and whoever finds the Easter egg, it's not a real Easter egg. It's like a fun thing. Whoever finds it wins $240 billion, and like his estate, and controlling interest of his company.
The Middletown, you're burying the lead
Right.
for the Middletown folks.
The guy who died, so like the guy, he's from Middletown, Ohio.
Woo!
A fictional character.
I don't care. Woohoo!
And some of the like things that people have to do in the book are set in Middletown, Ohio.
It's exciting. We're famous.
There's a pizza place.
For something that isn't awful political news.
or
3 strikes policy on Narcan use on heroin ODs.
Or use of heroin.
Or that.
Or dead malls.
Or being huge Trump supporters.
Or Target's closing.
That is so sad for Middletown. I'm so sad for you,
That's the one that pushes you over the edge.
But so upsetting.
It's kind of, and all the towns he talks about, I'm like, I've been there. And like for some reason in the book, the like technological center of the world is Columbus, Ohio. And like the main character rented like a studio apartment in Columbus, and I'm like, awesome.
I could see that because...
Well, it's in like a
right.
It's not apocalyptic,
no, but think
it's like...
about the last time, and this was years ago, and I'm sure it's different now, but like when we went to Columbus in 2014 for your birthday, we were there on a weekend where there wasn't a whole lot going on, and it was barren, and I liked it because I love big cities, but I don't like people. So I could see that's how it would probably be. So yeah, so that was something good about your week.
I've been loving that book. So the bad is... No, it's not the bad. It's just the holidays are so busy. Mm-hmm. And especially for people with kids. Especially
with people with small children.
How about small, adventurous children who don't sit
people
still?
With kids, like, ages, like, I would say, like, 6 and older, not the same.
Well, you can go to a party and go play.
Exactly.
See you in 4 hours.
Totally different experience.
Sydney... just wants to go on an adventure ever. She wants to be into everything, and not in a bad way. And it's like we encourage it because we want her to learn and stuff. But like,
the places,
when you're at a party,
and the places we go, the yards aren't fenced in, so we can't just let her go.
Right. So
lest she wander into
she's exhausting.
traffic.
So we had to do that twice. So like, we're tired. And the my happy sandwich thing is on Monday. Everyone at my work took the day off except for me. So our office was closed, and I got to actually like just work. No customers. Every time the phone rang, I was like, ring, 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 ring. Fuck you. Not answering it. Enjoy the voicemail. So I listened to the book for the entire day on my earbuds while I like got a shit ton of work done. It was nice. So back to the holiday thing. So that kind of concludes my weekend, but I wanted to give some tips and pointers for dealing with tired parents. Mm-hmm. So
can I add one little thing really quick? So much like they say women forget like the pains and the woes and the crappy parts of being pregnant and labor for that matter, I'm starting to get this feeling that parents of children who are older, if they're too far removed from, say, having a 2-year-old, they forget.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you look back so wistfully when you have an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever year old that you forget how much work it is.
Yeah.
And that's where this stems from.
So being good, dutiful family, we had 2 family events pop up this weekend, and we were like, we gotta go.
In hindsight, we need to be better at writing things down. I think the reason we missed both of these was I was traveling for work.
Well, I remembered one, and the other one I learned about the day before. And I was like, I did not know about this.
I think there was a group text.
It was a group text.
I was in Boston, and it just got completely swept under the rug.
So step 1, don't make invitations on group text, because busy, flighty parents are going to either, especially like if those group texts where like 400 people answer.
I don't ever have storage on my phone, so I'm constantly deleting those threads because they take up a lot of space.
I completely blanked and forgot. Or didn't see that text. I don't remember. So I was like, shit, we got to do that. So
be organized is tip number 1.
Right.
For the parents,
pick up a phone.
For the people planning things that involve those with small children and those with small children too.
And honestly, like I know it's kind of much like the book I was talking about earlier, Ready Player One. How Facebook has kind of woven itself into our life.
Yeah.
The virtual reality world kind of weaved itself. It's in the future, so I don't know. Weaves itself into lives. Anyway, Facebook has weaved itself so into our lives. Like, make a Facebook event.
Right.
Even if you've already texted everyone, it just makes it easier.
It does, and you can go to one place to see, like, do I need to bring anything?
And they send you multiple reminders.
They give you reminders. You have an event coming up. Oh, thank you, Facebook.
So another thing that sucks
my brain
is, man, weekday holidays blow.
Oh, yes.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday holidays just are the worst. And it's nobody's fault. It's just,
yeah.
I know a lot of work just shuts down for the week, which I think is great.
Not the case for us.
Right. We do not get that. So we were just tired having to travel to these things, and it was hot as balls. So what I want to touch on is we got multiple comments from multiple people about, like, what's wrong with you guys? What's wrong? Why aren't you this? Why aren't you that? Perk up. And I'm just like, I promise you I'm okay. And the amount of times I had to answer it, like, I shouldn't have to defend myself for being tired.
It just puts us off, not us specific, well, I mean a little bit. It's like, well, if you're going to just criticize my current mental state and, like, of being, why did I come in the first place?
Right.
Like, this was so much work for me to be here. Don't be like...
The proper thing would be like, hey, I know you guys are wiped. I really appreciate you coming. Not once did I get that.
No.
And, like, I'm not looking for a gold star for having a kid or anything like that.
No.
Acknowledge parents. Like, let parents be tired.
Right.
And they're tired.
It's really basic, but, like, thank them for coming and letting them see your adorable child. Because that's the real reason they don't want us to come. Let's be honest. It's not about seeing us anymore.
Yeah.
It's about seeing her. And I get that. Like, I remember when...
She is flipping adorable.
She really is. And I remember when my niece was the same age. Gosh, that was the only reason I went to anything.
Right.
Sorry, fam.
I do remember that.
I just always wanted to go hang out with her and play with her.
Right. But I mean, I was like really perturbed at the amount of like, oh, you need to do this. You need to do this. Why are you tired? And I'm just like, and a couple times like, do you remember when your kids were little?
Right.
Like,
and I mean,
it's exhausting.
There's some people that we did see that have like 4-year-olds, and they're like, oh, we know. Like they were the most
but
like,
they're also less removed.
Exactly.
From that
They're
age.
so close.
But it's these people have the rose-colored glasses on. Like, oh, raising a kid was easy.
You should just let him go. And I'm like, she's not old enough for that yet.
Oh, yes, let him go, like, right next to the road and everything. Yeah,
when she's 4 and can, like, we know she's going to sit in one place for, like, more than 30 seconds, yeah, I might let her go sit under a tree and play with sticks. Because she likes to play with sticks.
Our child is never going to sit more than one
Probably
place.
not. But you never know. She's finally asleep.
Case in point. So I just wanted to point on that. Just some things. Remind parents that, like, man, you're doing a good job. You're tired, and you're still dragging the family to this party. That's wonderful. And, like, the kids had a good time and stuff. I was exhausted. Like, by the end of it, I was just, like, sitting in that recliner just like, oh, my God, it's so hot. But one kid was on the trampoline just having so much fun.
You had a late night the night before, too,
I
though.
did. And I do want to add, I maybe was hungover.
And that will add, like, this whole past weekend, like, I went out for the first night of the long weekend, and I paid for it dearly the next day. I was exhausted, but it was worth it. Like, I had so much fun.
Yeah.
You went out the last night before we had to go back to work.
Yes.
Same thing applies. So you have to.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off when you have small children.
Right. And it's like we want to go to family things and stuff, but for your family and friends who have small children who come to those family things, please appreciate and remember when you had small children, and just appreciate that, like, if your party starts at X time, they've been up for like 7 hours already.
Right.
Like, they're exhausted, and it's a miracle they're even here and hadn't just fallen asleep and just been like, turn on Sesame Street, I'm not going anywhere.
Well, and that's the other thing, though. Parents of small children tap out sometimes. It's okay to not be there sometimes.
Yeah,
the kids
true.
aren't good. Like, if all you have is small children, they're not going to remember the 4th of July when they were 2.
And we have the youngest kids, so, like, I can't really remember family doing this, but I do have friends who've been committed to, like, come visit or something quite recently. And have been like, dude, the kid slept like shit.
Right.
I'm exhausted. Rain check. And I don't think twice about it. No worries.
Well, I mean,
we're good.
For example, this is an example. We found a local sitter that we're going to have Sydney start going to part-time, one town over. And she was supposed to start Thursday. We were just going to do a little half day. I was going to pick her up before nap time. It'd be great. Well, Wednesday night, our little miss was awake 3 different times.
She had a night.
I think she had a nightmare because she was crying.
I think she started to have nightmares.
Yeah.
She has a different cry when she wakes up. It's happened like 2 or 3 times?
And then after that, she didn't cry when she woke up, but I think she was just having a hard time sleeping.
Yeah.
So she was a hot mess when she slept late. She wasn't herself. She didn't want to eat breakfast. She was just a very sad little girl. And I texted the sitter, and I was like, I am so sorry. I'd already texted her once to say, we're not going to be there till a little bit later, she overslept. She's like, it's totally fine, no worries. I texted her again, and I'm like, I promise you I was not this flaky before I had a child, but I don't think this is a good idea today. Like, I just don't.
Gotta follow your gut.
Yeah, and that's what she said. She's like, I totally understand. She has a 2-year-old herself, so she knows. Yeah. So that's an example, like, sometimes you just have to go, not happening today.
I think the best way to wrap this conversation up is to say, with new parents, or if you are a new parent, not new parents, just parents with the younger kids, cut them some slack, or cut yourself some slack. It's okay.
Right. No one expects perfection. That just shows the societal pressure there is. I will say this one last thing on parents, that we feel like we're supposed to just function like everyone else all the time, even people without kids, even people with older kids, like, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Like,
I was exhausted. Like, at one of the questions I said, I'm tired, I'm hungover, and I'd really like to be asleep right now. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's as simple as that. Like, it's hard work. And this whole thing, we're like, well, you chose to have those kids. Yeah, I did. But it doesn't change the fact that she's fucking hard work. I love her, and she's awesome, but she's hard work. And on the days where she's perfectly an angel all day long, still work.
Yeah. She's a funny kid, to switch gears a little bit.
No, it's fine.
Like, even when you're proud of her, you're like, son of a bitch. Because she is one of the most inquisitive little kids I've ever seen. And it is exhausting. She wants to know how everything works and stuff. So, like, we have one of those little gate things for our house that, like, you could stretch out across a room. And, like, it's great. We move it to give her a larger area to play in and stuff. But no, she's got to go up and stick her fingers in the hinges and stuff because she wants to know how it bends there. And
she flips over the rug in front of the front door now every day at some point. There's a tag on it.
It's like she's got to make sure it's still there.
She puts her hands over it and goes, peekaboo, which is peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Oh, did it change? A couple weeks ago it was Pobo.
Pobo, Peeboo. Yeah, something like that.
Did it change to Peeboo?
Maybe.
Okay.
But she plays peekaboo with the tag on the back of the rug. I'm like, what are you doing? She's so weird. She carries around pine needles. It like pretends to eat them but doesn't, and it freaks me out.
She was smelling them. Maybe they just smell nice.
She goes.
When I was trimming the bushes and stuff, the tree over here, I've cut areas so I can mow under it. Oh my god, it smelled so good. It smelled like Christmas.
Okay, we do actually have a listener question tonight we need to get to, so
yes.
We should move on.
And moving on we are.
Woohoo! Okay, so this question is from about a month ago, and we apologize, listener, for taking forever to get to it, but hopefully...
I don't apologize. Sarah apologizes.
I apologize. But then again... Maybe you've already done some of these things. Maybe you're sad and need some guidance more than ever right now. So maybe we're just swooping right in. So the question, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in and read it. I have to move it closer to my face because the screen was blinding me and now I can't see because it's dark. So it says, "Hey, Luke and Sarah, I have a relationship question." Well, I guess it's more of an anti-relationship question. You be the judge. I'm 25 and I have recently split from my long-term boyfriend of 5 years. Some background, we met in college, moved in together after graduating. The topic of marriage came up a while back and I wasn't thrilled with the idea of marrying him. Plus I feel like I'm too young and would rather wait until I'm more secure in life. I had felt the nagging feeling we had been growing apart before he brought up marriage, but after that I knew I wanted to end things. So I did about a month ago. He's not taking the breakup well and continues to contact me, texts, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. When I asked him to give me some space, I can't talk, I apologize. When I ask him to give me some space, he does for like a day or two, and then it's constant again. I'm also having a hard time figuring out what I want and who I am now. I spent the better part of last year trying to make a relationship I didn't feel 100% about work. And it was a lot of doing whatever he wanted all the time. Can you help me figure out what the hell I'm doing in this life now? Oh, and some tips to really drive the point home with my ex that we are never, ever, ever getting back together would be great as well. I love the Taylor reference, so we're going to call her Taylor. It amused me. A little millennial listener here.
I even got that.
Okay, so
do you think we're like wizened old people to this person?
I mean, kinda. We're like pretty old compared to her.
You did have the Taylor. You did have that album though.
I have
1980 whatever.
That wasn't from 1989. That was from Red.
I don't know.
Anyway, the one before 1989.
Did you have that album?
I have it on Google Play, or had it on Google Play.
Well, I have access to that account and know what I'll be deleting.
I don't have it downloaded anymore. Leave Taylor Swift out of this. We're helping listener Taylor instead.
Just kidding.
So there's a lot of different things we can jump on.
Call his mom.
First off, don't call his mom. So no calling mom, but...
Ew. She'll fix it.
First off, I hope you're okay. Breakups are hard even when you're the one that ends things.
She's fine because she had the wherewithal to ask for help.
Right. However... it's still like a grieving process, even when it's something you want out of.
Yeah.
So I hope that you're going through those stages and doing all right. But some of my favorite things to do, because I do have some breakup experience in life, is do something just for you. Do something super selfish. Pamper yourself.
Get a tattoo.
I was getting there.
Oh, sorry. Was that one of your ideas?
It was part of this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you get your hair done, don't do anything too drastic. Like, don't do like a crazy new do, but like, go get a fresh cut and color. Just nothing like crazy, because you might regret that later. But just a basic, get your brows done, get a facial, get a massage. I love massages.
Go do the side of the head shaped thing that seems to be all the rage with the kids
might not.
these
I mean,
days.
unless you rock that all the time, I wouldn't suggest a new and drastic. But go take care of yourself. You said you spent the best part of last year trying to fix something that wasn't fixable, and just kind of trying to always do what he wanted to do. Do what you want to do. The world is your oyster, as they say. Take advantage of that. There's a lot of power in doing things by yourself. Go to the movies. Go see Wonder Woman, girl. If you haven't,
It's very empowering.
it's so good. Don't make fun of it.
I'm trying to sound like a woman. Girl power.
You didn't sound like a woman.
We're in this together.
Okay. Go to the movies.
I don't sound like a woman because I'm
Go
a man,
shopping.
manly man.
Just do whatever things. And if maybe those are things you don't typically do by yourself, try it on. See how it feels. It might feel really great after getting out of a long relationship that you kind of need to shed that skin,
Or if there was something in the relationship that like you didn't do because maybe he didn't
like
want
it.
you to do it. Just do it. It's therapeutic.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any other tips, honey? That was a really good one.
Call his mom.
Don't call his freaking mom.
Be like, your son won't leave me alone.
Yeah.
He's borderline stalker right now.
On that-
So unless you want to call Sonny Boy from the county jail.
So here's my genuine take on this. I've never personally been in a breakup where this has happened. However, this is how I would approach it if I would have ever been. You need to put it to him this way. Why does he want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with him? Just because you guys were together a really long time, and he most likely got very idealistic. Of course, I'm going to marry this girl. We've been together for so long. La la la. It's what you do next. Because that could be. It could be that he really felt that way about you. But knowing your guys' age, I'm going to guess it's.
Do we know the age? Did it say?
She's 25 right now, but they've been together since college. 5 years. So they've been together 5 years,
Okay.
and they're out of college and like working on their careers. Some people, they're like, well, this is what you do next. You
Right.
get married.
And one
Not
thing
the best reason to get married,
that
though.
I have a sense about this is I can tell you the person I was at the start of college is not who I was when I was 25.
Right.
I was still a dummy little douche at 25, but I wasn't who I was at 18 or 20.
Right.
So I forgot that I
do-
started college at 20, but I'm imagining it's 18.
You do a lot of growing through that time
18-year-old
period.
me was unbearable. So, and honestly, when I think about 25-year-old me, wasn't that great either.
I think he was pretty great.
I'd go back to like 30-year-old me and be like, you're starting to figure
That
things
was
out.
only like 4 years ago.
5, dear. I'm 35.
Oh, oops. I shaved a year off of your age there for
I
you.
don't care. I want to be older.
Okay. Let's be more wizened. Is that what they say?
Now I gotta
Wisdom? Wise?
You got it. Wizened.
Wizened.
It means you pee a lot.
Like a wizard. Anyway.
But I think she's accepted that, like, we're different people. Mm-hmm. I'm not feeling this. So he needs to accept that.
Right.
Or maybe he considers himself the same person, and, like, that's not good either.
No. But, I mean, that's not her problem anymore.
Yes. None of it's your problem anymore.
No.
Like, if he can't hang on and shit.
Block him. I know
Not
it
your problem.
sucks.
There's a word that is harsh and all-encompassing, and that word is sever.
Yeah.
Cut his head off. I like to joke. No, you got, if he can't learn, you just got to cut him off.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, you can block people on social media. You can
Right.
you can block his phone number from your cell phone.
Block him on everything. Like, that's the only thing you can do. And if he shows up at your doorstep, call the police and say, like, dude, I'm serious. Like, don't want to embarrass you, but you got to go.
Excuse me.
And speaking from experience as a heartbroken person who's been cheated on and stuff, the best medicine is kind of like moving on So
That wasn't on my list, but yes.
I don't know, just from a man's point of view, like there's been some cheats on that I was just like, oh God, just like it's emasculating. I know they didn't do that.
Right.
But like I got over it by moving on and that doesn't mean with another person. That means, one of them, I was just like, I'm just going to play a bunch of video games. And I played a shitload of video games. And it felt better because it immersed myself into something.
To accomplish something else. Is that what you're getting at? I see.
It gave me a goal. And the video games I play are like the ones that take you 30 hours or so.
One of the things I thought of was if you don't already have one and you are a pet person, get a cat. Get a dog.
Well, this is advice to help the man move on, I guess.
Why are you helping him? He's not our listener.
No, but she can probably do something to aid this.
Oh, I thought you were just giving her tips on kind of figuring out who she is again.
Well, no, it's more like her problem right now is this guy keeps bugging her.
Yeah, but you just said her a little bit ago it's not her problem anymore.
Well,
fixing him.
No. That's not what I'm saying. He keeps bugging her, which is a problem for her. Ways to get him to stop bugging her is to get him to move on to something else.
Yes, but
she could. Because I'm just saying, like maybe she doesn't have the heart to block him from everything.
Disclaimer: our advice doesn't always. We don't always see eye to eye on all of our advice.
Because you're getting both sides of the story.
Correct. Prime example right now.
Oh, I'm not saying.
I don't agree with that at all. I wouldn't be like, you need to go. You need to get out there. No, like, she's not his mom. Call his mom and tell him maybe she does.
You're not listening to me at all.
I am listening to you.
I'm not saying you need to get out there and find a new woman. I'm saying if she knows a direction, she can point him to something to get his mind off of it. Of like, maybe he was in grad school and he quit because he thought he should put more time in the family. Stuff like that. Like, hey, go do that other thing. I'm not 5 years from now. You'll look back on me and be like, wow, that was a waste of time. That's some poor choice of words. But there are times that I look back on points in my life where I was just like devastated. And now I look at it and I'm just like, wow, I really learned from that. And it really doesn't hurt anymore. So,
or this guy's a complete douche nozzle. And he's the same guy he was when he was 18. And he'll probably just call her a whore. Sorry, listener.
Well,
but
if that happens, that's a complete sever.
Right.
But if you maybe have a little respect for him, and if that's not an option, is why I'm saying to do this. So I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying for some people that might not be an option.
Okay. I just don't want to spend too much time on
maybe
advice.
They live next door.
For getting rid of him. Because this is more about her. Because...
Okay. What does she need to know?
She's a strong, independent man who does not need no... Wait.
Oh.
Scratch that. She's a strong, independent woman.
Calling Sigmund Freud.
Oh, stop.
So, what's a question she needs answered?
We're still working on advice to help her get, her life back.
Oh,
this is one of my favorite things to do when I'm feeling a little lost, is I make a list. And this goes for, big transitions in life, like a breakup, and small transitions in life, like managing my Friday on a payday, because I should have made a list today, and I didn't, and then I had a miniature nervous breakdown today. But I'm okay. I recovered. So you should make a list, and I have to pull this computer closer because I can't see because the table's not in front of me. The computer did not work out the way I thought it would tonight, listeners. I'm holding it up to my face like a cell phone.
You know you can enlarge the screen.
I can't turn my head and talk into the microphone.
Okay,
you
dear.
told me to talk into the microphone better earlier, so I'm just doing what you asked.
I see the abuse I deal with.
Oh. So sit down and make a list. Things you want to achieve, things you want to do, visit, or experience. And you don't have to put time limits on these. Just do it things you've... maybe, Luke said earlier, if there were things you weren't doing because he didn't like them or had no interest in them, not so much that he didn't like them, but he's just I don't want to do that. Put them on paper. Sometimes making the list itself, has a very cathartic aspect to it, to really make you go, hey, I just made this awesome list of stuff and now I'm excited to go out and do them. And I was getting real advice-y when I wrote this up. It says, no need to set time limits. I feel like those set you up for failure because life happens a lot and things rarely go to plan. Listen to me.
That sounds like the voiceover on Wonder Years. And I told Winnie.
So yeah, my other thing was about getting a puppy, maybe a cat if you don't already, and are the pet type. It may help you feel like a new chapter
May I
is
jump
starting.
in on that one? Does that teeter just a little bit on let's have a baby to fix the relationship?
They're not getting it together. She's getting it by
that's
herself.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, aren't you just replacing him with something else?
No, not necessarily. Maybe he was allergic. Maybe she really always wanted a cat.
If you really want a dog or a cat, go for it. But if you're bringing in the dog or a cat to replace or to fix, not a good idea.
No.
If it's what you want.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe he really or some guys just don't like cats.
And they're nice little companions.
They are. They're more
Make sure your cat's
self-sufficient
not
than
an
dogs.
asshole like ours.
Dogs are practically babies, and then they're toddlers for life until they die.
I thought of something as you were talking. It's gone. I should have wrote it down, but it's dark in here.
It is. We need more lamps still.
Yes. We gave the baby our lamp.
So yeah, what other breakup advice? I thought of one. So 5 years ago, the online dating world wasn't quite as crazy as it is now, I don't think. Let's see, it's 2017, 2012. Tinder was not a thing yet, I don't think.
I
don't know. It's not like I was dating in 2012 because I wasn't. But get out there on Tinder. Have a little fun. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. You're just a little swiping and meeting up for drinks.
Yeah.
Maybe
if that's
dinner.
what you want to do.
Or coffee.
Get you some strange D, as the kids say.
What, decaf?
Yes. Get you some decaffeinated coffee.
Don't be too wild and crazy. But yeah, maybe check that out. Or maybe you don't want to date anyone. 5 years is a long ass time to be with the same person, and then
I'll be with you for a little while. Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Okay.
Sometimes when I feel lost, and I just don't know what to do, and this can be like I'm bored and I don't know what to do, or it can be like I have too much in my brain going on. I don't know if everybody has this, but I've got a couple things that kind of help center me. And that's either playing video games, which for me, it helps playing nostalgic video games like Super Mario World or one of the Final Fantasies. But I have a trusty fallback for me personally is watching Star Wars. I know that doesn't work for everyone, but maybe find your...
There's probably a movie I bet she has.
I think it helps, like, for me, I think it helps, like, reset my brain. It takes me back to a time where I'm like, everything's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah, have a nostalgic movie night. You're 25. I could probably see a little Mean Girls. She could get into that.
Yeah, that should be about the right time.
If your mom had a big influence
or if she likes
on
Star Wars.
On your movie watching, Dirty Dancing. I mean, that was even before my time, but we got way into that when I was a teenager.
Maybe some Grease.
Maybe a classic like Grease.
Or Heathers. That's a great one.
Heathers. Jawbreaker was the 90s version, late 90s.
Ooh, Scream.
Heathers.
Watch Scream.
The Scream series.
That's where our daughter got her name.
Any of... You know, maybe it's High School Musical for you because you're a little bit younger and it's really cheesy, but who
I think
cares?
kids who like High School Musical would be like, no, they would be like, wow, I feel
They'd
old.
be getting along there.
Because there was quite the age range that watched that.
There was, and there was multiple movies. So,
Yikes.
I mean, that's an excellent tip. Like, have a nostalgic movie night.
Well, I got to go get fitted for my hip replacement, so I'll be off now. Wow, I feel old as shit.
Yeah. We're not young anymore.
Wow. Oh, yeah, that chick was just on...
I get called ma'am a lot.
Don't get offended by people saying ma'am. Some of us say it to be polite.
No, it's not people my own age or older. It's when, like, young cashiers at Target call me ma'am. That's when I feel really old.
I've called people sir and ma'am since I was, like, 15.
You're in college. I just graduated 10 years ago. Can you believe it's been 10 years since I graduated college? Isn't that crazy?
That's it.
That's still crazy for me. Let me have this moment, old man Holdsbury.
That's crazy. 13 years.
Congratulations.
And I'm just now making a livable wage.
Ah.
Yeah. Life's crazy sometimes. So, things to help her. I think that's the best advice.
Yeah.
Find something to center yourself.
And don't be too hard on yourself.
Like weed?
don't feel
Just
like
throwing it out there.
you have to get out there and start dating. Unless, I mean, maybe it depends on the whole like getting back out there thing. I think that has a lot to do with personality. Extroverted people are probably a lot more prone to jump back into things.
I am, what do you call it? An introverted extrovert, where for them, it's like if I'm in a situation where I don't know anybody or whatever,
You're like your own little mystery wrapped in an enigma.
But like if there's a party and it's like I know every single person there, I'm like, yes, let's go. I would go, and I won't shut up the whole time. But if it's a party where like I know one person, and I'm like, oh fuck, what if they leave?
Okay, for example, my old high school friends that I used to see a lot more than I do now. But I mean, I've been with Luke for a long time, and like they still don't feel like they know you because it's
the roads
twofold.
work two ways, and they're welcome to visit.
Well, no, but
My door is open. Let this be an official invitation.
I know how you feel about being around people you don't know, and I think I was like, oh, you don't have to go. I know you get uncomfortable too much in the beginning, and now it's like so much time has passed, and I don't see them even. I see them even less now.
It's like Andy Dwyer.
So it's kind of just like you just stay home.
I don't
and now
know
we
what
have a
this
kid,
is.
so
I don't know what this is, and at this point I'm afraid to ask.
yes. So it's kind of that at this point, but
I'm still very nice to all of them.
You're a very pleasant person. Although you and Shelby's husband are like the same person practically, and I wish we lived closer because we would see them more if we lived closer because you guys share very similar
Our
opinions.
kids will be a little older this Bengals season.
Yeah.
This is like an off-air question, but
we're going to do that.
we can
doing it.
like swap games.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And their house is great because
They have all sorts of kids, so
right,
it's baby-proof.
Sydney they just all follow each other around now.
That's one of my biggest worries about traveling with kids. Going
Right.
back to our subject. Sorry, Taylor. Pause. We're going to pause you for a
We'll
second.
come back.
The
Baby proofing. Yeah.
I got distracted by Taylor Swift lyrics. But like when you go to just somebody's house, like a family occasion, like shit ain't baby proof.
No.
Like they're, whatever project they're working on, there's shit everywhere.
And even baby proof, the best baby proof homes, they'll find something that's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
But when it's someone with a small child, they've taken as many precautions as
Right.
they can.
And they have 3 small childs.
Yeah.
So
I love going there because 1, it's my BFF. 2, I can literally, it's the only other person's house I take her to that I feel just as comfortable at her house with Sydney's safety than I do at home.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
We can go over there before football season too,
What do we watch?
I think Derek watches
Can I get him into hockey?
baseball.
Is that a goal? I don't like baseball. Do you
Well,
even
maybe
know
he doesn't
me?
like hockey. Maybe he has the same aversion to hockey.
Yeah, but hockey's fun and exciting.
I know you're not into baseball, but
while very talented athletes and very
no, you're backpedaling.
no very technically, like I understand it's very hard to hit that ball. I have faced 90+ mile an hour pitchers in my short terrible baseball career, and I understand it's hard to do. It's just so boring to watch. It's like golf. Like I respect the playing. I like playing it.
You go to the games, and it's an experience, and it is more fun.
Which we should go to a Dragons game
we
sometime.
should.
Anyway,
Yes.
Shelby, tell Derek he's going to start watching hockey. So you and Sarah can hang out more.
They do fantasy leagues.
Oh, do we?
And people who have no idea about hockey do those, right? Aaron doesn't know anything about hockey, does he?
And he wasn't last place.
And didn't, right? So
He was third to last, I think.
I think we just spawned some fall play dates.
Right. Anyway.
Back to
you,
poor
Taylor.
listener babbling about our 30-something play date plans.
Right. Well, just make sure there's no bad blood.
Oh, jeez.
Because I heard you had problems. Is that a word? Am I remembering it right?
Yeah.
I had problems. I can't remember the
Please
rest.
stop.
Please stop. Divorce. Sorry, I disrespected Taylor.
It's okay.
Swift, not listener.
Taylor listener.
Let's see.
Let's think of the worst. Let's do a what not to do breakup, just for shits and giggles.
Don't answer his texts drunk.
Don't engage. If he starts to get hostile, because sometimes it'll turn. Like, it's like he's trying to win you back and he's trying to win you back and he's getting so frustrated by your lack of involvement, or you're like trying to kind of like skirt him. He starts to get hostile and starts name calling. Do not engage. Don't. Just don't reply. That is the best reply when someone is crazy.
Yeah. And here's another thing,
you can't
too.
fix crazy.
I was going to say, like, you may think, like, well, I feel at fault, so I got to fix him. You're not going to.
Well, and you just spent the past year trying to fix him. And as women, I will totally admit to this, we're fixers. Good women are fixers. They want to do what's best for the people they care about, and they want them to be happy. Even in an instance where they're not feeling 100% happy, they still want their person in their life to be happy. And you tried really hard, but it probably got to a turning point where you were spending so much time on him, you realized this isn't making it's like. And sometimes a woman can be happy doing that, but it sounds like when the marriage thing came up, and you're like, I don't think so. And that's
got to follow your gut.
You do, and you are so young. A lot of educated people are waiting longer to get married, and that's okay. If I had to do it over again, I don't know if I'd change the age we got married. I would change that we would have just eloped and just went on a honeymoon.
Yeah, because you got to go to Vegas and I didn't.
What?
It's funny.
Oh. I don't think I'd want to get married in Vegas. I forgot to tell you, the day we left, there was a couple that pulled up at the Bellagio. Bride and groom, big poofy dress, getting married. I was like, congratulations. It made me cry. Brides make me cry now.
How do you know they weren't just part of like a show?
They weren't. They were adorable. Are you leaving me?
No, my butt was hurting on that chair.
Oh, we need to get another chair. It's the same things. We're like a broken record.
It's going to be on our T-shirts once we start making money. He said, she said, we need to get a new chair. Or this shirt will help pay for our new chair.
Or a picture of you with your shorts pulled up like underwear because you get warm sitting on the chair pillow.
It's hot in here. Okay, things not to do. The lonely guilt booty call, bad idea.
From the ex?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You asked questions.
I know, but let's do a blanket statement like, do not engage with the ex as little as possible.
Well, that's different, though. It's not a hostile thing. I'm saying if she gets lonely and is like, I
don't think she's going to.
Blanket, just covering it.
I'm just saying.
Bad idea. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Don't make any drastic piercings, tattoos. Unless it's a tattoo you've wanted. Tattoo, I know, but no, I'm saying don't go get something. Just don't go walk into one and go, I'm going to get a tattoo. Pick one off the wall. Don't do that. Yeah. That's not smart. Speaking from experience of someone who did get a giant random tattoo right after a breakup, and it's crap and it needs fixed still to this day. But, I wouldn't recommend making any huge job or like moving decisions. Like, you might feel this like flight instinct to like run away to a new city right away. And now's probably not the best time to make a change like that right away. You might want to let things settle. And maybe in 6 months you're like, yeah, I think I do want to move to a new city. I do want to take a different job offer. But for now, really like hone in on what you want to do. And
if it's moving to a new city, that you're about to get real confused.
What?
Because you just said not to.
Not like next week is what I mean.
I'm just being a smartass.
Well, it wasn't very nice.
Well, what if she was like, I have a job offer, and they say I have to answer and move by next week?
Well, that's different, because it's probably been going on for a while. I'm saying don't make any like rash decisions because you're in such a transition time of your life that sometimes you might just be doing that simply to get away from a nagging ex-boyfriend instead of that being what you really want to do.
And if nothing else works, send his mother a telegram.
You could send his mother an anonymous card.
Dear Mrs. Mother, stop.
Dear Mrs. Mother.
I would like to inform you that your dear son has been basically stalking me since our relationship ended. Stop. Please inform him that I do not wish to continue our partnership any longer. And further thingies from him will be met with hostility. Stop. That's the telegram.
Signed.
Do you sign a telegram?
Yeah. Signed.
T. Swizzle. By the way, we're probably going to get sued for saying her name.
I don't think so.
She trademarked shit.
Like, they're going to find us.
Hey, we're hitting record numbers past couple of weeks. You never know. Nobody tell her. We have nothing.
We really don't. But, if you tell two friends...
Oh, right.
And then someone else tells two friends. What if one of them
is Taylor Swift? The laws of probability.
Well, she can become a sponsor. And we'll plug her on every episode. It'll become Taylor Swift's. It'll be Taylor Swift's He Said, She Said, a relationship podcast.
Is it going to be like Oprah Magazine where she's got to be on every episode?
She'll be like, the cover photo will be like, you'll Photoshop her between us in the photo. Anyway.
We're getting sued. I don't have anything
we
else
hope
to add.
We helped you. If we didn't, I'm sorry.
I think
no one's paying us.
At least you got a laugh or two.
You asked for breakup advice from people who've been married for like ever. So you get what you get. You don't throw fits.
I haven't thought about a breakup in so long. I don't even know. Sarah's like, I thought about it last week.
It's not so much a breakup. It's the I'm going to get in my car and drive until I don't want to drive anymore feelings.
Oh, that's different. That's the pack of smokes thoughts.
Mommies deal with a lot. So there's a lot of...
Would I have the kids or you just go by yourself?
What?
And you're driving off?
I would come back eventually.
Well, like next week or like a couple years?
I'm not sure yet.
I'll be like, kids are in college now.
I'd probably run out of money, so next week. Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of mental weight I carry around lately. So next time I'm really tired, that's why.
And don't feel bad about it.
Me?
Yeah, being tired.
Oh, thanks. I'm off the hook.
I don't have anything else to add.
Okay. I think this concludes episode 21 of He Said, She Said, a relationship podcast. Don't forget to send us an email if you have a question or a feedback about our lovely program we have built from the ground up with our bare hands. Fingers typing, yes. Our email is he said she said pc@gmail.com. On Instagram, we're at he said she said pc. On Facebook, we're He Said She Said podcast. So check us out. Give us a like and a share. And tell two friends who can tell two friends. And I think that's it. What else was there? There was something else and it just escaped me.
Well, sometimes we talk about shows we're watching and stuff, but we're at about an hour.
No, it wasn't that stuff. It was something else about, like, contact us. Blah, blah, blah.
Did you do Instagram?
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. You can find us on all kinds of different podcasting apps. Now, if you have a friend you need to share this podcast with, because it would help enlighten their lives. But say they're like, I don't listen to podcasts. I don't know how to do that. It's so easy. You can literally send them a screenshot of your app that says podcasts and then screenshot your podcast app with our little logo. They can search our name. Bing, bang, boom. They can listen to our podcast completely for free.
Or if they have iTunes.
Or if they have iTunes.
Stitcher.
I mean,
and
go to freaking YouTube. Go to YouTube. You don't even have to use a potting.
You don't even have to use the potty.
Podcast app if you listen to us on YouTube. So bring your friends into the 21st century and encourage them to listen to us.
Tell them to get in on the ground floor so that when we're like famous and don't have time for people, they can be like, oh my God, I was listening back when they like just rambled on.
And they needed new chairs.
Yep. I listened in the before chair times.
You know, the BCC.
Yep.
Wait.
BCT.
I mean, I've been told, and you can share this with your friends who are going to become our future listeners, I have an NPR voice.
Don't get cocky, kid.
I strive to sound much like late 90s sketch.
I try to sound like Tom Brokaw.
SNL. Mm-hmm. Yes. I can't remember who they were at this point.
Son of a bitch. I can't remember. Was it Anna Gasteyer?
She was one of them.
Molly Shannon.
Yes. That's who I think of.
And it was The Delicious Dish.
Sweaty balls. So yes, thank you, listener, for complimenting my smooth radio voice that I don't think I have at all. It just comes and goes. I cackle most of the time. I just cackle through our episodes. Okay, so check us out, and we hope to let you listen to us again soon. That doesn't make any sense.
We're going to shoot for next week.
We're going to it's a soft deadline of next Sunday. But let's be real.
Our schedule this week is
it's
next
once
week.
Every 2 weeks.
I know, but no, I don't want to commit to that because then it'll be once a month. I still say we try for once a week because, yeah.
I'm rubbing my face on the thing like the cat does.
Next week's a lot. They don't know that you have a pop screen in front of them.
I have a pop screen, and if you don't know what that is, people, it's the little round, it's like pantyhose in front of the microphone. It's how I get that NPR sound. Yeah. Quit scratching your itchy nipple.
It itches.
Put some hydrocortisone cream on it, honey.
Indeed.
Okay.
I got nothing else because we're talking about nipples.
Nipples. I have lots to say about those, but we'll save that for another time.
Okay. Weird. Okay.
Should we come back?
No, I say leave
Get
it.
rid of the nipple talk.
Nope.
We do have the explicit. I mean, nipple's not really an explicit word, though.
I already said fuck a lot.
Oh, right.
There's one more.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I cursed at all this week. Good for me. Okay.
Knock them out real quick.
How does that go? Hang on.
Blink 182.
Yes.
Starts with shit.
Shit. Fuck.
Nope.
Shit.
Piss.
Shit. Piss. I can't remember it.
Shit, piss, fuck, cut, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat.
See, I didn't know it well enough. That's disappointing. No, we said them all.
And I'm not even the Blink fan here. Well, this is riveting stuff.
This is awful. Please stop listening. Goodbye.
Just this episode. Listen next episode.
We're done now.
Okay. We hope you all enjoyed hearing both sides of the story.
Goodbye. Good night. Good morning.
The hell?
They might be listening in the morning.